Good morning, my dear students. Let's start the class. Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Okay, so today's topic is the Russian Revolution. Let's start. In 1914, Sir Nicholas II ruled the Russian Empire. Okay, in 1914, Sir Nicholas ruled the Russian Empire. And let's see what was the condition of economy and society in that time. Most of the Russian population, about 85%, were agriculturists. Industries were being set up which was mostly private property of industrialists. Okay, most of the Russian population, about 85%, they were agriculturists, means they were farmers, they were doing farming, and industries were being set up using mostly private property or industrialist. Okay, workers were divided into groups, but they did unite to strike when workers were dissatisfied. Okay, workers were divided into groups, but when it come to any demand or need, they were unite themselves and they were doing the strike. Peasants had no respect for nobility, means the lower class worker, they were not having any respect for the nobility or higher classes. Okay, very unlikely the French peasant. Russian peasants were the only peasant community which pulled their land and their commune divided it. Okay, what they did, the Russian peasant were the only peasant community, okay, which pulled their land and their commune divided it. Okay, this is about the economy and society of the Russian Revolution. Now let's see about the socialism in Russia. Okay, all political parties were illegal in Russia before 1914. Okay, all the political parties which were there in Russia, they were illegal before 1914. The Russian Socialist Democratic Labour Party was formed in 1898. Okay, the Russian Socialist Democratic Labour Party was established or formed in 1898. It struggled to give peasants their rights over land that belonged to nobles. Okay, it was struggling to give the right to the peasant, those who are having the land of which is belongs to the nobles. Okay, as land was divided among peasants periodically, which makes them natural socialist. Okay, as the land was divided among the peasant periodically, means period by period it was changing, so which makes them natural socialist, and it was felt that peasant and not workers would be the main source of the revolution. And it was felt that the peasant and the workers, they were the main source of the revolution. Okay, but Lenin was did not agree with this because he felt that peasants were not one social group. Okay, Lenin was not agree with this because he felt that peasants were not one social group. The party was divided into Bolshevik and Menshevik. Okay, the party is divided into two groups. First is your Bolshevik and second is your Menshevik. Now, the 1905 revolution. The 1905 revolution. Russia was an autocracy. Okay, the Tsar was not subject to the parliament. Liberals wanted to end this state of affairs. Okay, they worked towards demanding a constitution during the revolution of 1905. Now, Bloody Sunday. Prices of essential goods rose up quickly by 1904. That was real wages declined by 20%. Okay, the price of the essential good were rose, okay, by 1904, and the real wages declined by 20%, means what they were getting, that is also the decline. They didn't get an increment, but still it declined. During this time, 4 members of the Putilov Iron Works were dismissed. Okay, 4 members of the Putilov Iron Works were dismissed during this time. After that, action was called for. Over 110,000 workers in St. Petersburg went on strike demanding a reduction in working hours and increase in wages. Okay, After the dismissing of the 4 members, what happened? Action was called for, and over 110,000 workers they went for strike in St. Petersburg. Okay, they demanded reduction in working hours and increasing in wages. The procession was led by Father Gapon. Okay, the procession was led by Father Gapon. This procession was attacked by the police and Cossacks. This procession was attacked by the police and the Cossacks. Over 100 workers were killed. Over 100 workers were killed, and strikes took place as a reaction, and people demanded a constitute assembly. Okay, the strike, because 100 people were killed, so strike took place as a reaction, and people started demanding a constituent assembly for themselves. Okay, the Tsar allowed the creation of an elected constitutive parliament or Duma. Okay, the Tsar allowed the creation of an elected constitutive parliament or Duma. The Tsar dismissed the first Duma within 75 days and announced the election of a second Duma. Okay, this first Duma was dismissed within the first 75 days and the second was announced. Now, let's see the First World War and the Russian Empire. In Russia, the war was initially very popular, but later the support grew thin. Okay, at the initial stage, the war was very popular, but later the support grew thin. Anti-German sentiments were high. Okay, Russian armies lost badly in Germany and Austria. Okay, anti-German sentiments run high, and the Russian armies lost badly in Germany and Austria. Okay, there were 7 million casualties and 3 million refugees in Russia. There were 7 million casualties and 3 million refugees in Russia. The war also affected the industries. Because of the war, the industry were also affected. There was labor shortage, railway lines were shut down, and small workers were closed down. Okay, there were labor shortage, then railway lines were shut down, and small workshops were also closed down. There was shortage of grain and hence of bread. Even though they were having shortage of grain and hence of bread, they were continuing the fight. The February Revolution in Petrograd. Events. In the winter of 1970, Petrograd was grim. There was food shortage in the workers' quarter. Okay, in the winter of 1917, Petrograd was grim, and there was food shortage in the workers' quarter. Getting? So they were fighting with hunger. 22nd February, a lockdown took place at a factory. Okay, workers of 50 other factories joined in sympathy. Women also led and participated in this strike. This came to be called as the International Women's Day. Okay, 22 February, a lockdown took place at a factory, and workers of other factories joined in sympathy, and women also they led and they participated in the strikes. So this came to be called as the International Women's Day. The government imposed a curfew as the quarters of the fashionable areas and official buildings were surrounded by workers. Okay, there were a curfew in the quarters of the fashionable area and official buildings which was surrounded by the workers. On the 24th and 25th, government called out the cavalry and police to keep on eyes on them. Okay, the government called out the cavalry and police to keep eyes on the workers. On 25th February, the government suspended the Duma, and politicians spoke against these measures. Okay, on 25th, the government suspended the Duma and the politicians who spoke against the measure. The people were out with force once again. The people were out with force once again. On 27th, the police headquarters were ransacked. On 27th, the police headquarters were ransacked. It means they looted the police headquarters. Then cavalry was called out again. However, it refused to fire on demonstrators. Okay, what happened? The cavalry means the military, the people, okay, the army, they were fighting with riding horse. Okay, again they called out, but they refused to fire on demonstrator. An officer was shot at the barracks of a regiment, and other regiments mutined, voting to join the striking workers gathered to form a Soviet or council. Okay, an officer was shot of the barrack of regiment, and other regiment mutinied, voting to join the striking workers gathered to form a Soviet or council. This was the Petrograd Soviet. This was called as Petrograd Soviet. A delegation went to meet the Tsar. Okay, military commanders advised him to abdicate or depose. So a delegation went to meet the Tsar. Military commanders advised him to abdicate. The Tsar abdicated on 22nd March. Okay, the Tsar abdicated on 2nd March. A provisional government was formed by the Soviet and Duma leaders to run the country. After that, what happened? A provisional government was formed by the Soviet and Duma leaders to run the country. The people involved were the parliamentarians, workers, women workers, soldiers, and military commanders. Who were the members in the provisional government? The parliamentarians, then workers, then women workers, then soldiers and military commanders were the member of this provisional government. So in next class we will going to see the effects. So today what all the things we learned about the Russian Revolution. There we discussed about the economy and socialism in Russia, the 1905 revolution, the Bloody Sunday, the First World War and the Russian Empire, then the February Revolution in Petrograd and its event. Okay, so here I am going to conclude this class. In next class we are going to discuss about the events of the Petrograd Revolution. Okay, till then, take care.